So, how many of you are parents? Cool. So I'm not really going to have to spend a whole lot of time going over the goals of parenting. You all know that parenting is basically raising kids to be as functional as they can be and manage themselves in the world. What I do want to spend a little bit of time about is one of the things that I perceive as problems in parenting. So let me ask you guys first, what are some of the problems that you face as parents? Anybody want to chime in?
When a child is angry at one of the other children.
Okay, right? How to manage emotions.
How to like not be like on both their sides, but also look at the, you know what I mean, like
right.
both along, you know.
Okay.
Instead of pitting them against, like how can we work this out, kind of thing, give them skills.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so that's a great, and I bet everybody's faced that problem.
Mike,
yes.
Can I have you repeat
Repeat your question?
Yes.
Sure, okay. So I'm going to paraphrase because I have ADHD and I probably don't remember exactly what you said.
That's fine.
But what she said was, what about when people get angry? When there's emotional tension in the room, and how do you manage that? And one of the things that we'll talk about today, I heard you talking about, right, you don't want to pick sides and you want to, right?
Be fair.
Right. One of the things we'll see is that the first part is managing the emotions, right? Once you do that, then the problem solving, how do you deal with the situation, will kind of manage itself. And in fact, the more you focus on the emotions and helping them self-regulate, they'll get better at solving problems themselves.
That's true.
Good question, though.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Yes?
When you have a big family, like 3 children, and they all want the same amount of attention, and sometimes they, get upset if you spend more time with little one, but less time with,
Right?
So it's kind of, they want that attention, fair attention, but like a parent, little ones require more attention because they're not so much independent. And
Right.
sometimes I found it hard when
Right.
my daughter says that, oh, you love him more than me because you spend more time or you did this. So it's kind of hard because, she doesn't understand and I haven't explained, but
Right.
kind of she perceives it that if I care more,
Sure.
I like her less.
Right.
It's kind of hard to.
So it sounds like the question you're asking, just as a question, you don't need to answer. How many children do you need? Do you have, rather? Okay, that's how many? I'm sorry. How many children do you have? 3. Okay. Yeah, at 3 it becomes a handful. So your question was, how do you give people appropriate amounts of attention? Right? And then also, how do you manage?
They fight for
Right.
For toys, for
Right. Right. So the first part of your question is, I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll go over all this stuff, so this is just kind of cliff notes. First part of your question is, how do you attend without necessarily giving your attention? Right? So everybody feels heard, understood, loved, but you're not, right? We're adults. We got things to do, dinners to cook, lives to live, money to make, all that stuff. And, right, so we only have limited time. But the second part of your question is more about the stuff that we're going to be talking about today. How do I manage? My child is naturally jealous. How do I manage? My child is naturally impatient. Well, we all are, right? How do we manage our emotions so that we can have patience, behave ourselves well, problem solve? Good questions.